Also making national news this Tuesday, the president of the Bahamas Christian Council weighs in tonight on government's plan to make amendments to the country's Nationality Act after the highly controversial gender equality referendum several years ago. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis recently announced in Parliament a measure that will level the playing field for Bahamian women when it comes to passing citizenship to their children. That Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Carl Bethel, says will also benefit unmarried men who will be able to pass citizenship to their children born to foreign mothers. The Christian Council president spoke with our Cleopatra Murphy.
President of the Bahamas Christian Council, Bishop Delton Fernando, says it would be an assault on democracy if Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis carries out legislation that would make changes to citizenship laws that Bahamians rejected in the gender equality referendum. The Prime Minister announced last week that he will table legislation that will enable Bahamian women to automatically pass citizenship to their children born outside of the Bahamas, but Fernando says leaders should listen to the public.
I am really for what is being done. I just think that power comes with responsibility, and we must be careful that we don't alienate the people we hope to represent. And all of us as leaders must realize that there's times you go and you present things to people and they don't agree with you.
Fernando says he voted in favor of 3 of the gender equality bills, but a majority of Bahamians voted against all. The Christie administration proceeded to legalize web shops when Bahamians rejected it in the referendum, and Fernando says if the current administration follows that path, Bahamians will stop lending their voices.
When they stop lending their voice in a civil, democratic fashion, they then move to riots. They then move to taking it to streets because nobody is listening to them. Then it produces this elitist focus where those who believe they know better than everybody else dictate. We move from democracy dictatorship, where we dictate the direction of the country.
Fernando says if government wants to proceed despite the public's rejection, it must educate the public again, noting that something is wrong with changing positions based on the political seat you hold.
We've set a bad precedent here that we're playing with the emotions of the Bahamian people. We're wiser than that. We're a democracy that is maturing, and we're showing that if you're not doing what we ask for you to do, we will make statements and we will stand up against you.
The Christian Council president urges government to be careful as the country has a strong democracy that it does not want to destroy. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.